Floyd Haas.
All right, being an artist. Just really quick, how many people have or have not been to a comedy show before? Just want to see where everybody was at here, okay? Just a real quick thing, if you folks could please just kind of keep your table talk to a minimum. Please turn your cell phones off or vibrate. And after that, just have a good time, okay? All right, so how's everybody doing tonight? You know what, that was really good. But the way I usually do this is I come out and I ask, how's everybody doing tonight? And I need everybody in the room to say great. So can we try this one more time? All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a guy who looks a little bit like Steven Seagal. Mostly in this area. But if you've seen Seagal lately, also in this area. Please welcome the comic stylings of Floyd Haas. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, glad to hear it, glad to hear it. This is a really nice place, isn't it? Yes. Nice place, nice area. Last week I was in not a nice place. I was in Apache Junction. Oh, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, Floyd, you probably mean like the nice part of Apache Junction. No, the bad part of Apache Junction. This is how I knew it was the bad part. I had to get gas when I was there, and I went to the gas station, and they had payphones there. And somebody was using them. And right across the street, there was a building with a huge sign that was painted like a stop sign. It was red with white writing, and it said, no alcohol drinking, no drug use, and no prostitution. And about 15 people standing in front of it who obviously couldn't read. I gotta be careful, you know, I go to these places by myself, it's dark, and I just, you know, I gotta watch out, right? Because, you know, sex traffickers. Don't want them to kidnap me, drag me off, make me work across the street. Have people think I can't read. You folks like impressions? Yeah. I don't do any. I've been working on one. Maybe you can figure out why I don't do impressions. Okay, it's David, why did I just tell my mother to go to Atlanta? A lot of people go, oh, it's Harvey Fierstein, right, from Independence Day? No, it's Miley Cyrus. Feel kind of bad for Miley because, you know, her parents got divorced not too long ago, and it's kind of a bad thing. And her mom cited irreconcilable differences. You see, she's a music lover, and he's Billy Ray Cyrus. Everybody's pretty much here on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. You use the Messenger on Facebook. Some people don't like it, but one of the things I really like about Messenger is it can make conversations go the way that they should go in real life. For, let's say example, you have a birthday, okay? I say, happy birthday. You send me back a message that says, thank you. I send you back one that says, you're welcome. And then you do this. A little thumbs up, right? We all know what that means. That means, I think we're done here. I think that, you know, and it applies different ways too, because you might talk to somebody and say, so how you been? And they said, oh my gosh, I've been so sick lately. I've never been this sick in all my life. I have it coming out both. And you just... I think we're done now, right? That's like, wouldn't you like to do that in real life? Because what happens, we all know what happens during flu season, right? You walk up and you see somebody, and you go, how have you been? They go, oh my gosh, I've been so sick. This is the first time I've ever been out of the house since I've been sick. And you go, wouldn't it be great if you could just go? Instead you're forced to go like, yeah, that's great. I don't, yeah, maybe I'll see you next time, right? I just had this shirt dry cleaned. I stopped at the gas station and had fried food there. I just paid to have this, and it smells like I've just been in Food City. Not a bad thing. Yeah, $6 down the drain. Could have just put this thing, missed it on a hanger, and then walked through Food City. Oh, you know how like some comics, you'll talk back and forth? I don't do that. So I'm a grandpa. In fact, I have a new grandson. Oh, thank you. I see some of you hesitated, right, because I said new. I mean, of course he's new. I mean, sure, we looked at used, but we were able to find the brand new grandson that we really wanted, thanks to the government program Cash for Crawlers. This is not our first grandchild. My daughter has our oldest granddaughter. She's 13, and we have the new baby. And Amy and I take the baby grocery shopping with us, and we'll go put him in the cart. Never fails, somebody will walk up to us and go, "Oh my gosh, what a cute little baby boy," and look, he looks just like his dad. And he points at me. It totally creeps us out too, because we both feel we could do better. And then my youngest son is Tanner. Tanner is 15. He and his wife don't have any children. And the newest addition to our family is our 12-year-old daughter. In our house, we don't like to use the term adopted because she's more of a rescue. And my oldest son, Travis, Travis used to, remember when Hostess shut down the factories here and then they went to China? Well, Travis worked for the company that used to have all of the Hostess inventory there. He recently had to get a new job because they'd completely sold out. But at one time, they had the largest collection of ding-dongs under one roof. Of course, now the largest collection of ding-dongs under one roof is Congress. So do I have any other grandparents in here? Seems like maybe a target-rich environment. Well, you folks know how I feel, right? Like, you know what it's like to be a grandparent. You don't feel like a grandparent. Look at me, I'm only 58 years old, and I'm in perfect physical shape. And oh good, that worked. I was worried because I lost a bunch of weight earlier this year, and I had to put some back on because I knew people wouldn't get my fat jokes. But you folks can tell I used to be fat. Okay, good. I try to do things that do improve my health, like I'm doing the almond challenge. Anybody do the almond challenge? That's where you eat 12 almonds a day, and it's supposed to be better for you. But I think it kind of cancels itself out. When you realize how many candy bars that you have to eat to get to 12 almonds, it's like 5 candy bars if you're rounding up. But I am trying to lose weight. Is anybody else? Really, it seems like there should be more. I mean, you folks know I can see you, right? It's not like a comedy club. No, but we don't feel like grandparents, right? It's just different. It's weird. It's being weird being older. For example, my wife and I were having dinner with some friends recently, and the subject came up about faking it. Everybody know what I'm talking about faking it? Oh, good. I don't have to say it. And I said, look, my wife and I have been together a long time, and I know that she's never faked it. Because she would never give me the satisfaction. And she said, oh, you're right, I haven't, but I could. I said, no, you couldn't. She said, yes, I could. Watch. I thought, oh my gosh, she's been faking all of them. But getting older is weird because things happen. I used to be on a motorcycle stunt team. I crashed doing wheelies at 70 miles an hour, fractured my neck, broken my back. Last week, I dislocated my toe with my underwear. And then things start to happen that just tell you that you're old. My wife said, Floyd, there's a pillow over here on the floor. And I said, what color is it? And she said, what does that matter? And I said, well, if it's yellow, I can tell you what it's for. If it's blue, I could show you. Thanks for laughing at that, because that's really kind of difficult to figure out jokes today and what you can and can't tell, right? We live in a pretty sensitive time. In fact, my wife recently just came forward and told me that, you know, we've been together, like I said, a long time. When we were in our 20s, she was actually propositioned. Not by her boss, but by mine. And she just didn't say anything all this time because, one, I was making a lot of money. And 2, the boss was a really good friend of mine. And 3, because she said yes. You can imagine how upsetting that was for me, right? I thought I got that promotion on my own. Because I said yes too. Look, we've been together for a long time, and it's been weird, and things change over that period of time. For example, the other night we were in our room, and I asked her, "So you want to fool around?" She texted me back and said, "Sure." Who is this? But you kind of have to work together so that, there's a little bit of give and take. For example, she likes to watch reality shows. I hate reality shows. In fact, I hate reality shows worse than, I hate going to Walmart worse than anything else in the world. But I hate reality shows a lot. I was switching channels the other day, and the remote, the batteries went out while I stopped on the Bravo channel. All reality shows. So I just threw away the TV. But I mean, like if I died and went to a bad place, I would be stuck in Walmart watching reality shows on the TV in the electronics department. That would be the worst thing that could ever happen. I hate Walmart. I hate Walmart. I hate Walmart. So I was at Walmart. I mean, come on, give me a break. I had to get some Fix-A-Flat, a new TV, and some almond candy bars. And they started in with me right away. Very first thing is, I walk in, I almost get hit by a shopping cart doing like 100 miles an hour, and it spins me this way. I look, and I see there is 2 kids with no shirt, no shoes, sitting inside the basket, being pushed by a man my age, my size, no shoes, no shirt, just shorts, right? And it spins me this way. I look, and there's a lady that has a tattoo on the back of her neck, and it says, "Not crazy." We all know what that means, right? This woman is crazy. I mean, a little crazy is like fun, right? They go on all the rides with you and stuff like that. But you don't want to be asleep in the middle of the night and hear a noise and go, "Oh my God, was that the knife drawer?" That's too much crazy. So I turn this way, and wham, I almost get hit by another shopping cart. This time, it's a guy my size, my age, just in shorts, no shoes, no shirt, inside the cart. 2 little boys, no shoes, no shirt, just short, pushing the cart. It's not the same 3 people. So I go back to the electronics department, and I want to ask the guy, because there's those memory cards, and there's some that are different prices, but I can't tell why one are different than the other. Right when I go to ask this guy something, a lady steps in front of me, and she has auxiliary cables, and one says 5 and the hash mark foot, right? The other one says 10 and the hash mark foot, right? 5 foot, 10 foot. She goes up to the guy and says, "Can you tell me which one is bigger?" He looks at her and says, "Lady, I don't even know what those things do." What does that matter? It's 5 and 10. He looks at me and says, "Can I help you?" I said, "I don't think so. Fine." So I go back to the auto parts section to find the Fix-A-Flat, and I asked the guy, I said, "Do you have any Fix-A-Flat?" He says, "What kind of car y'all got?" And I said, "What kind of car do I have?" He goes, "Yeah, what kind of car y'all got?" I was in the motorcycle industry for 20 years. If this guy knows more about tires than what I do, I'm going to kill myself. I'm not trying to cast aspersions on this guy or anything, but I can tell you this. The only reason he's working in Walmart is because he doesn't have the hand-eye coordination to spin a sign out in front of another store. So I said, "Okay, what does it matter what kind of car do I have?" And he said, "Well, some places, some cars have tire sensors in them, and they think the Fix-A-Flat will ruin the tire sensors." I said, "Yeah, well, my car doesn't have tire sensors in it." He goes, "Well, actually, Fix-A-Flat says it's okay if you have tire sensors and it won't harm them." Then why are we having this conversation? I give up. "Okay, I don't have tire sensors. Please tell me where the Fix-A-Flat is." He says, "We're out of it." I'm like, I'm done with this guy. I go up to the cash register, And the first thing that I get is Dawn dishwashing soap. And the lady goes, "Oh, Dawn dishwashing soap. This is really good stuff. You got a greasy pan, you just put a little bit in there the next morning, and it's clean." And I said, "Yeah, it also works good on oily birds." She just looks at me like, "Oily birds, you get it like Exxon Valdez, Gulf Oil, nothing." Just looks at me, starts sending stuff down. And I had bought some gravy packets, and they were on sale. Sometimes they're like 2 for $1 type of deal. And I kept a little cardboard cutout thing, right? And she takes it and starts to throw it away. I said, "I would like to keep the cardboard thing." She said, "Y'all want to keep the cardboard thing?" I said, "Yes." She looks at the box boy and she goes, "He'd like to keep the cardboard thing." And he looks at me and he goes, "Y'all want to keep the cardboard thing? What is going on in this place? And where are you people from? Is there some kind of Appalachian exchange program that I'm not? Because this is Phoenix, Arizona. We don't talk like that." And so she says something, I only catch the end of it, and it ends with "hun." I thought, "Oh great, now I'm being sexually harassed." And what she was doing was asking me if it's cash or credit. I looked down at the credit card machine, and it says, "The chip reader is working." Remember what we thought about with the next? That can only mean one thing. The chip reader is not working. And I'm not spending the rest of my day here. So I give her cash. It came to $80.60. I give her 100 and a 1. Do we all know what I'm trying to do here? She did not. Neither did the other 5 people that had to come over, including the manager. And I don't want to talk poorly about the manager. I mean, look, I have a receding hairline. Mine was not nearly as bad as hers. And I wouldn't have even known she had a receding hairline, except she walked up to the register like, "Okay, look, I'm not making some fun of somebody that has a hunchback. I don't know if she really even is. She was wearing a cape for some reason, and she might have just been in character." So she limps around to the back of the register, and I'm getting kind of frustrated. And I said, "If you just put in what I gave you, the machine will give you the answer." Just then the cash register looks, or the cashier looks from behind the register. She goes, "Oh, I get it. Oily birds." Then the manager starts to open a roll of pennies for what? I don't know. This has nothing to do with our transaction. And when she bends over to pick them up, I notice that there's a can of Fix-A-Flat in Quasimodo's back pocket. And I ask her, "Can I buy that?" She looks up at me and says, "What kind of car y'all got?" I looked back at her and went, "Folks, I think we're done here. Thank you very much."